veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la 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 la. Man, I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la 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 la. I've been driving this train, years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la 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 la. Man, I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la 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 la. veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. I've been driving this train, years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. Man, I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. I've been driving this train, years is in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. La, 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 la. Oh, 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 la, 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 la. La, 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 la. Oh, oh. 6 a.m. and I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh.
Yes, good people, big up to all of you. Welcome back to Chester's Perspective. Welcome back to another edition of the Blue Morning Show. We have quite a few items lined up to address, not too many, but chances are we'll talk a lot about the little we have to talk about. We'll talk about Sam Kerr. How do you pronounce his last name? Sam Kerr. New contract. They used suspense to get a lot of people to think that she was leaving. Then we'll talk about it. Philip Jorgensen signing a new contract. We'll talk about Duran, and then Enzo Maresca. And then we'll talk about Levi Colwill, Pedro Lima, and Nico Williams. And as the show progresses, chances are something else will emerge. And be rest assured, if anything new emerges as the show progresses, this will most definitely be one of the first places you'll hear about it. But before we continue, I appreciate you all, and pardon me why I take a sip of my coffee. And we don't have excuse me, we don't have an intro yet on the new system, but we're working towards that. So thank you. As always, good coffee to keep me awake. Sorry, my throat. It hurts so badly, but I'll be all right. And the first person, become a member there. If you want to become a member, the link is pinned at the very top. We're working on bringing you members only show weekly, not just pregame, not just halftime shows anymore. And the levels out there. If you want to check it out, go check it out. Eric Ten Hag, I wanted him. Okay. Thank you so much, Lucky Scene, for all the Manchester United update there. I appreciate you. And we have a virtual oath studios saying we just need a striker. We just need a striker, left back, and a goalkeeper. We should make top four. Another midfielder, maybe not necessary. I don't think it makes sense to sign any other midfield. I think we're loaded in that department. And big up to you too, GFC Gavin. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. Nehe on the Maya Fawale, I appreciate you joining. Big up to you too. Here's the link to Gavin's YouTube channel. Go check it out, people, if you have time. And I have a Maya, the rapper, in the house, of my bro. Always nice to see you. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. And Maya is saying, good afternoon. Good afternoon to you too. Glad to be here. Yep, I appreciate you whenever time allows, that you join us whenever time allows, and that means a lot to us. Glad to be here for the discussion. I hope everyone is well. More live up the charts. Maya the rapper. I appreciate you joining, bro. Big up to you too, Nacholini. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you finding the time to join us this particular morning. And don't worry, Nacho, we're working hard, and very soon we'll start streaming on the other channel consistently. When then we'll be talking a lot more about Manchester United. 14 million Sancho is a robbery. Chelsea need him to. Thank you, thank you. You're a nice guy, but thank you for that kind gesture right there. Keep Sancho. He's just even if you pay 10 million for Sancho, his salary is out of this world. Will be a huge issue for Chelsea. All we wanted, yep, he's staying. Are you happy that Ten Hag is staying? Do let me know. Honestly, I wasn't too sure whether you. I think yeah, I think you wanted him to stay because I've heard you say something to the effect of only fake Manchester United fans want Eric Ten Hag gone. So you got your wish. He's staying. And it's staying. Let's see what else we have here. Yep, Maya the rapper is in the house, and I my bro Vic. Vic is it's in the house. Big up to you, Vic. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. But don't fight me in the chat, otherwise I'm gonna be skipping your comment. Big up. So the almighty Deservi is heading to Marseille. Is heading to Marseille. Dante was all over this man. Here's the not just Dante. I think majority of Chelsea fans wanted him. But there's something I've said, and don't ask me to elaborate. Is this? He has a very unique approach to football. Carlo Ancelotti figured him out, and that made him. You say made him look at an idiot, given what he said with regards to Deservi's approach. But my point is this: and what I'm trying to say is this: he has a very unique approach, but I don't think he's perfected the approach to apply it in a balanced manner, not risking too much. I think it has a lot of flaws, in my opinion. But please don't ask me to elaborate. But that's by the way, we'll move on from that. Maya the rapper is saying, yeah, thank you for the Sancho gesture. We don't want him. You can keep him. Even for 10 million miles, I wouldn't advise my club to sign him. His salary is something special, which is you could argue, which is one of the reasons why United don't want him back. Because I think he's a good player, and I still deep down believe that had it not been for his high wages, I think United would have loved to have him back, given how well he did on loan. Not necessarily the best on loan on at Dortmund. Need to apologize, Ten Hag. Nacho wants him to stay. Coach, did we sign Maresca to quickly cost Dortmund's coach? To quickly cost Dortmund's coach is now available. No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say if we wanted the Dortmund coach, we would have approached him, and I think he probably most likely would value the Chelsea project than Dortmund, in my opinion. I don't think so. You approach managers you want, even irrespective of whether they are engaged to a club or not. You just tell them you want them, and then if they like your project, they join you. Duran to Chelsea coach, what do you feel about this transfer? I like it. I'd rather listen. I'm going to tell you this. I like Alvarez, but Alvarez doesn't differ that much from all from Nkunku, from Nicholas Jackson. They don't differ that much, but I get it. He's a better finisher than Nicholas Jackson, and if we sign him, fine. He will be a great addition to our squad. But I think Jhon Duran, he's a bit different. He's different from all the strikers we have. He has a true striker's instinct. He doesn't. I've explained this yesterday, and I hate repeating myself, but I just have to do it for the sake of it. He's not like Nicholas Jackson that in most cases hesitates to shoot. In this case, he doesn't need to romance the ball. He doesn't need to wash the ball with a sponge, set it somewhere else, control it perfectly, and ensure it is stationary before he starts to shoot. He shoots instinctively, and you want that from your striker. I think he makes a difference. He's quick, he's powerful. I think just because of his age, and you could argue lack of experience, for lack of you can say an ample. He doesn't have an ample amount of first top flight football under his belt. A lot of people are concerned, and rightly so. And I can see where they're coming from. But remember, there's something I need to share with us in a bit. I hope I find it. A brilliant ex-post or tweet by a Chelsea fan. He listed all the established or proven strikers that were signed, from Fernando Torres to Alvaro Morata to Gonzalo Higuain. There are, I think, about 6 names mentioned. Even Timo Werner was signed as a proven striker. And at Chelsea, what happened? They all failed. So it's not about I think in most cases, probably people judge. You can say how much we paid for certain for a particular player. In most cases, influence the judgment, drive the judgment of Chelsea fans based on whether a player is good enough or not. I think we need to give Duran an opportunity. I think he has it in him, and I agree he's still a potential, which you could argue definitely. Again, no matter how you see it. Irrespective of how you see it, the truth remains it's a huge risk, and people will almost always complain until he proves them wrong. And I don't blame them, but I think we should just be open minded and hope and pray for the best. But I think he has the talent there, and with a good manager. With good players around him, creating the chances whenever he's found himself in the box, I think he'd do well. But that's that. By the way, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. And we have, Vic. Nice to see you, my bro. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. More likes, people. More likes. How many likes do we have right now? We have 28 likes in total, and we are 21 minutes into the show. It's a good sign. Let's see if we can get 200 likes plus today. And let's get greedy. Let's try and make it 300 likes. We have a total of 60 people watching, 37 on YouTube, the rest on X, but we can do much better than 28 likes. So keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. He's not Premier League a player. Does it matter? Again, we've seen non-Premier League players come to the Premier League and rip up trees. Haaland wasn't a Premier League player before his arrival. He was in the Bundesliga, and look how well he did in the Premier League. Sancho can now handle big club pressure. He only shined at teams like Dortmund. That may well be the case. But I don't know. In all honesty, Maya the rapper is saying, responding to Nacho, they keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. The connection is looking good for me. I'm not sure. I think after paying how much you're paying monthly, I think the issue most definitely with my system proper, not the connection anymore. So I'm not too concerned. This is saying I just feel like it's still early to sign Duran, but I get why we're trying to get him now. And he is not a starter at Villa, but I feel he will kick on with Chelsea. I think he'd do well. And who's to say he wouldn't? You can say he won't prove to be a better player than Oli Watkins, but right now Watkins is more experienced and a better player given if we're going by their records. I think he has a lot more. He's more powerful than Watkins, better really, and he's an excellent finisher. And his integration into Aston Villa's first team will almost always be a gradual process. But I like players. You can say even though sometimes that usually proves it to be the wrong attitude, but usually it's a good sign that a player wants to play, wants to start, feels like they can start over the starting player and putting in the work. And on occasions when he's gotten the opportunity, he's shown that, he's actually a good player. So hopefully he does well for us. But I get where you're coming from. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Morning to you, to Santiago Munoz, my assistant. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Coach, do you think we will be quicker to get Olise's deal done? Because United now extended Eric Ten Hag's contract. It's a difficult one. United need to make some sales. They have, I think, if we're to believe the reports that were out yesterday, they have just around 50 million pounds to spend. And I'm quite sure they need to sign a midfielder too, given Casemiro is not getting any younger. Probably, maybe the last season, I don't know whether last season will be his last season at United, but I don't think they have a lot of money to spend. In terms of salary, probably they pay a lot more. Most definitely, they pay a lot more than us. So, but I'm not sure what's going to happen. If we're going by the fact that Olise came through Chelsea's youth academy system, we have the upper hand. But there's a lot more to the situation than just having you can say him coming through our academy system. It's business for all parties concerned. which means if United will pay him more, he will definitely go to United. So it would take a lot to convince him to come to Chelsea. Have you seen the news on Rankin? No, I haven't. What's going on? Let me know. Let's hear you. What's going on there? I want to hear you. Let's see. Good day. You're talking about the kid on loan to who's gone on loan to who will be going out on loan to Wigan. Is that who you're talking about? Big up, Kishan, my New York bro. Kishan, I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning, and I sincerely do hope you are doing well. Thank you so much. 33 likes, and quickly, I want to appeal to those of you who are watching, but for one reason or the other, you're not able to participate in the chat. Just know that we appreciate you, and that's because you following the show alone does go a long way. But we want to ask you for one more favor, one tiny bitty favor, which is to take a second and drop a like on the stream for us. The likes do go a long way, because the more likes we garner, the more the YouTube algorithm will be forced to push the stream to more people who will be interested in the topics we have lined up. If Olise comes to Chelsea, what happens with Madueke's role and Palmer's role on the right wing? We're Chelsea Football Club. What happens if we don't have Olise? Let's assume they are vying for places. They are competing for a single position. And if we don't have one of them, and it's just Palmer for his position alone, if he gets injured, what happened? So here's the thing. Let's change our mindset a bit. We're Chelsea Football Club. We're a big club, and by the way, we're the biggest club in London, the only club in London to have won the Champions League. We won it on 2 occasions. European Super Cup and Europa Cup and all that. My point is, it doesn't matter whether he plays in the same position at Madueke, but I think they apply themselves differently on the pitch. We can have them both. It doesn't matter. We want at least 2 starting players in each position. And if we happen to have 3 starting players and one in a particular position, it's not a bad thing. We're Chelsea Football Club, and we will have a lot of games to play in the coming season. And that number will be a lot more when we if we secure Champions League place. So the argument should be let them compete, and the manager will always select the better player to start games. And if that player, if anything happens to one of the players, whoever comes in will do an equally good job, or maybe an even better job. So I've changed my attitude towards. I don't question why we're signing a side. As long as we're signing a player A, B, C, or D, as long as that player is good, better than what we have, bring that player in. That's why we're Chelsea Football Club, and that's why you see Madrid, irrespective of how many players they have injured, they still be firing on all cylinders. I'm not too concerned about that. Is it a permanent deal? Jhon Rankins signed a permanent deal with Wigan. I thought he was on loan. Okay, but here's the thing. If we have a buyback clause, then it's good. And these days, the best way to go is usually to sell a player to a particular club and then insert a buyback clause on the deal. And if you sell that player to a club with a buyback clause, that player, that the club, the buying club knows that they have to develop the player to become good for you to sign, to pay the buyback clause to buy them back. So, but if it's on loan, usually clubs, if they have a good enough player, they don't prioritize the development of your player, because they know they'd be developing the player for you. So the best way to go these days is to sell the player to that club and then insert a buyback clause on the deal. And then the club will wholeheartedly dedicate their resources to developing the player, knowing that should you come back for the player, you'd have to pay them some money. So I don't know the construct of the contract, but hopefully I'm not quite sure. We probably most likely have a buyback clause, or at least a sell-on clause, first refusal on all the clauses when it comes to football contracts. But that's by the way. Keep dropping the likes and the people. The likes do go a long way. Already we have 34 likes. Let's shoot for 100 likes and 200 and 300. Let's get greedy as soon as possible. This here is saying, let's see what else we have here. I'm going to take this off because I don't need to hear anybody right now. So yeah, relieve myself of that. so that I can hear. I left the office door open. My boy is upstairs with me. So if he wakes up, I know. I'm surprised he doesn't go on loan one more year. Again, I've explained why I don't have issues with the club selling him, and we can keep all the players as good as he is. We still have. What's the other kid that played right back position in one of our games towards the end of the season? Salute, Peter Pan. Nice to see you, bro. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. I love the Duran deal. Yep, I love the Duran deal. Let me see what else we have here. Because we have more funds to go for Olise. It makes sense, and it's not like we're lacking numbers in the attacking areas. I get it. Jackson, yeah, could have scored a lot more than he did had he been clinical in front of goal. But at the same time, we have to understand. Duran won't also stop Jackson's growth. He won't. He won't. They both will fight for the number 9 position and capable of starting at the same time because Jackson can play on the flanks. Yeah, it may well happen. Let's see whether he leaves Bologna. I also think Duran is a good option because Jackson won't be the number 9. Yeah, he's more Duran is more of a number 9 than Jackson is. He has the instinct of a number 9. Jackson, maybe he will in the future develop that instinct, but Jackson doesn't have the instinct of number 9. What am I talking about? The instinct of a number 9. Just shoot once you get the opportunity. It doesn't have to be pretty. Just shoot left or right, a header. Just aim it for the back of the net. But Jackson, in most cases, he has to be excellent before he shoots. He has to be excellently positioned before he tries to shoot. We replaced Reinke with the young Brazilian right back Pedro Lima. Lima also good, but he plays in the Brazilian second division, and he'll be joining Strasbourg, I think. But the problem is the price. We cannot put 35 million on Duran. The market is that bad. If anything, the market is that bad. That's all I have to say right now. No player that's you could say good to any extent comes cheap right now. If you get my point, Andrew Phillips, we have been assigning unwanted young players for high prices. What makes people think we need to sell before we sign Olise? I don't know, really. That may well be the reason, but I think this was still his thing. I'm not too concerned about how many players were signed. They're all not part of the first team. We have been signing unwanted. Yep, I think I've read that too. Good afternoon to all. I like Trevoh Chalobah, Ziski, but who's is Ayim Zeki? Is that who you mentioning? No more than 40 million for Duran. I don't think we'll pay anything close to 40 million pounds. I don't think so. And I know these new owners well enough to know we're not going to pay anything close to 40 million pounds. It's not like he played all throughout the season. He hardly played as good as I think he can become. Next season, goalkeepers will be getting lots of shots from Chelsea. Yeah, because Duran can shoot very well. He can shoot from outside the box. The only issue is discipline. And I'm not too concerned. Ill discipline is something very common with young players. Nothing new there, nothing to be too concerned about. I think as he matures as a player, I think he will overcome that. I don't mind Duran. I don't mind Duran signing. The price, you say the price tag is an issue with the deal. How do we know how much you're paying for? But we'll find out. Big up to you too, AB. I appreciate you. Coach, what's the situation with Gallagher? Is the club willing to sell him and replace him with Sanchez? I'm not too sure what's going to happen with Gallagher too. But if you ask me for Gallagher on a percentage scale, I'd say 70 to 30, leaning towards him leaving. In my opinion, that's because his contract situation comes into play, and that's because Chelsea don't pay that again as much as a lot of clubs would be willing to pay him. And Gallagher will almost always do what's best for him, irrespective of how much he loves the club. I hope you understand that. Glad our manager saga. It's put to bed. Yeah, let's see. Duran or Tammy Abraham. I haven't actually taken my time to try to figure out how they differ. But I would say, here's the thing. Ooh. I can't pick right now. I need to suit Duran more. I can't pick right now. I have to be honest with you. If I say Duran or Tammy, I'd be lying because I'm not too sure. Big up to you too, Tommy. Brian Jackson has what I call a La Liga syndrome, always trying to score the perfect goal, and that's an issue. But with Duran, as I've already said, I'm quite sure you heard me say that he has the instinct, the true instinct of a striker. It doesn't matter whether the ball is on the carpet or in the air or he has to head it. He just does it one time. Doesn't need to beautify anything. Doesn't need to garnish the finishing. Just puts it away. And he's an excellent finisher, in my opinion. I just hope he does well for us. Tammy Abraham, no cap. Okay. For me, I'm not going to just decide right now. We'll find out. Tammy has played a lot more top flight football than Duran. So, yeah, right now, if you're going by that, you pick Duran. You pick Tammy Abraham, so to speak. Villa bought Duran 18 million last year. Inflation is crazy, but the kid, he's good. Let's see. Why can't we give Fofana the same opportunity as Duran? They're not miles apart. Here's the issue. I'm gonna explain this. I think somebody said that yesterday, and I was actually inclined to believe to start asking the same question. But I took a step back and realized, okay, Fofana isn't that different. That Fofana isn't that different, that much different from Christopher Nkunku and Nicholas Jackson. But if we need to mix it up a bit, then Duran is your man. Duran is more, again, he's more of a number nine, traditional number nine than all the other players we have. So we need to mix it up a bit. Then Duran is our man. Then if we want one more player who's just more like Jackson and Nkunku, then keep that Fofana and not even look at Duran. If you get my point right now. So I think that one will be easy actually to actually explain how they differ. And Brazil draw, yeah. You see why I told a lot of people yesterday that football is played over 90 minutes plus added time. You can't just decide that one team beats the other because of the names they have. Yeah, I got a feeling Liverpool will struggle next season. It's a possibility. New manager, but it's you can't say for certain that will be the case. Um, that game was late. Yeah, I didn't watch it. I have to be honest, but I saw the result. Hello to you, to Siaka, South Africa. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Thank you so much for joining the show. Keep having a nice you got the likes, the people, the where let's see Maya and Julian is just must start with the pop. Yeah, it's position, get it to be stationary maybe, and then get sponge and soap, wash it to make sure it's very clean before he kicks it and it gets into the back of the net. But Duran just shoots instinctively, whether in the air, on the carpet, it really he's good. And here's something else I want to say. People complaining about his discipline. That's the only issue he has. He has is an excellent finisher. You can argue he's a better finisher than Jackson. That attitude usually comes is it comes with the you can say territory of being a good player and a young player. More importantly, he's just 20. Has he turned 21 already? So I'm not too concerned about his attitude. I think, look, we could get to next season and figure out wow we have ourselves another Cole Palmer situation given how well he does. People go check out Keishan's YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe. Let's help him grow. Please, I haven't created a command. I think I'll find time to do that today while someone else speaks. Hopefully I don't forget. At the moment we have four right-footed center backs. Chalobah. Yeah, let's keep the topics online, please. Distasi Tosin, what will a Chelsea do for? I'm not sure. I'm going to highlight that and try to answer that question later. Let's see. I think getting Duran is not good. I think it's good, but you have every right to be concerned because it's not proven. Duran may have gone up in value over a year, but so has Palmer. So, yeah, you never know. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Has a lot of those attributes you cannot teach exactly, and that's a good thing. And I believe he would do well. And no, I'm not concerned, really. I have to be honest. Okay, yes, I'm gonna scroll. Tinapa Tinalwo, nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Tapiwa Tinalwo. Why not playing Gungo as a false nine? He is a gifted player who can who can help. Nkunku Nkunku tells you he's a 9 if you ask him, and I'm not shocked that that's the case. But here's what I want to say: just let's see what happens. We need again a bit of difference, a player for the foreign attributes in Duran. He's more of a number 9 than all the players we have. Bobby, big up to you. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. I don't know where you want to come in. You can talk about. Let's just quickly let me catch up with a few things here. Sam Kerr has signed a new deal with Chelsea, keeping her at the club until the summer of 2025. There's some good news there. They started with an excellent, you could say, excellent what am I looking for? They did something that a lot of people believed that she was gonna leave and she was gonna tell people she would be leaving the club, and it turns out she signed a new contract. But that's by the way, before we start addressing the items more, Bobby, what do you make of the club's interest, and big up to you more importantly, interest in Jhon Duran? For me, not bad. I don't know if you're taking your time to research the way he applies himself on the pitch. I think he could turn out to be an excellent signing for us. Who's to say we won't have another Cole Palmer a case in our hand come next season? But we'll find out. But let's hear you, Bobby. Big up to you, more importantly.
Yeah, big up, coach. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you crystal clear. Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm on the road, so yeah, Jhon Duran. What do I know about him? Not a lot, if anything, really. One thing I've kind of noticed with this new phase of the Chelsea project is a lot of the things we're doing is more in hope than certainty. Now, that doesn't mean to say it's a bad thing, and I don't say that disparagingly. You know me, I'm so Chelsea that I will stand up for us no matter what, when most people don't. But the part of the excitement of this phase of the project is that there's a lot of unknowns. You know, even the defender we got on a free from Fulham, he's mature, but he's unknown. It's unknown how he'll perform for us. The new coach is unknown. Duran, well, if we go for him, it's still unknown, especially at his age. Now, if what everybody says is true, then he's more likely than not to be a good striker. The best thing about it is that he offers a difference. And yeah, some people say Nkunku is a good false 9 and all that. Yeah, that's brilliant. But Nkunku, please God, let him stay fit, plays in a certain way, and this guy plays in a different way, and that will just add to the repertoire and strength of the team. That's what I believe.
Yeah, I think the fact that this approach is different differs from the approaches of our current attacking options. I think that makes a huge difference, in my opinion. And again, people are concerned, and rightly so. He hasn't played a lot of games in top flight football, but the talent is there, and sometimes you take the risk of signing an unproven talent and hope that it works out. And in most cases, if you do your research well, it works out. And if surrounded, in my opinion, if surrounded with the sort of players we have at Chelsea right now, I think he'd do very, very well. I think Julian will do very, very well, and that's my opinion anyway. So let's start addressing the items, continue to address the items we have lined up. So we were interested in signing Philip Jorgensen. He signed a new deal at Villarreal until June 2029, all completed with the 22-year-old goalkeeper. Despite recent links, he's staying. So we have to consider other options. So we have to check him off our list. Not check off, maybe just cancel him, take him off our list, because it's not he's not coming to Chelsea. And this is saying important clubs have started to call for Jhon Duran. Duran wants Chelsea. So I think we're lucky he wants that. I think we shouldn't take it for granted that he wants that. Maybe just because he didn't play that much last season, that clubs aren't interested. Clubs do look at talents like that, knowing that he wants to play regularly. and would want to leave Aston Villa and join any club that will give him playing time. Maybe Chelsea is that club. I'm just gonna say this: you never know. He has the qualities to make a difference to Chelsea, and to announce his arrival, if given the opportunity, I think he has the qualities to do so. I'm going to move on to the next item, except if Bobby wants to add anything to that. And something else I want to share in a bit. This saying, just says that Chelsea want to bring in a new striker as soon as possible. This is the priority, as they don't want to do it at the end of the window. Talks are ongoing to find a solution with Aston Villa over Jhon Duran. He's the favorite for the striker position, and I'm not complaining. In all honesty, I'm not complaining. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes that
Yeah,
do go along with. Go ahead, Bobby.
Good. Yeah,
Hmm.
transfer window opens tomorrow, right? The new coach starts on the 1st of July, and I think so does our preseason tour starts about a week after. So,
Hmm.
for once, because we're more settled in the boardroom and with the sporting directors, for once we have every possibility of getting our important transfer business done early, certainly before pre-season. I hope Michael Olise is amongst those that come in quickly, and these guys all go to pre-season together. It's so important. Um, this guy, it looks like we're looking at him. As I've said earlier, I can't say I know that much about him, but the exciting part is that the little I know, it shows this could be a huge opportunity for him and for Chelsea. And getting somebody at the beginning of their trajectory is often the best way, rather than when they're already established.
Yep. And I don't know if you heard when I said, can you hear me, Bobby?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Bobby, can you hear me?
I know I'm
Yeah.
driving.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard
I
me
can
when I
hear you.
said that I'm not too concerned. The complaint about his discipline, he's still 20. Kids will always be kids. And in most cases, that attitude of a thing is something that comes with the territory of being a good player. And or a player that's confident in his abilities. And Khalid Salim, if you're watching, apologies that the machine that's policing the chat is deleting your messages. That's because I think, I don't know, what did you use? You used more than 3 emojis. That's why it deleted your messages. So please refrain from using more than 3 emojis. Use at least two. And if you become a moderator, you can use as many as you want. Apologies for that. Go ahead, Bobby, if you were speaking.
No, I think you're quite right. It shows a desire, a hunger, an aggression. He does need to learn. I hope he learns, but I would rather somebody have aggression in them, especially as a striker, than they don't. So, Nicholas Jackson, we saw that with him. He learned, but the idea was that it was all part of his desire to perform. Speaking of Nicholas Jackson, I hope at some point we'll address him, because I don't know what's going on with his injury. I'd like to know what that is all
We're
about.
not too sure the severity of the injury. Some are saying it's going to take a while before he recovers. Some are saying he may well miss the start of preseason or miss the entirety of the preseason. So I'm not sure. But we'll find out. I think we wait for an update from the club.
I think so. That's because people are always going to talk nonsense that they don't have any foundation as to what they're saying.
Yeah. People, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along where we are at 50 likes right now. Let's get it to 100 as soon as possible. But I'll keep addressing what we have in the chat while I wait. Again, before we continue, saying the season we cannot gamble playing players out of position. Let's keep the topics aligned. Otherwise, I will assume you're having a good conversation with somebody in the chat. Because as much as I like to interact with you, switching between topics like this can be exhausting. Colwill as left back, well, that wasn't done. You can say it was due to the situation at the time. We had left backs out in June, and I think right back injured. Kukure was playing right back. makeshift right back at the time, and the manager at the time didn't trust Ian Maatsen. And Peter Pan is saying the cost Poch, that cost his Poch's job, not knowing his first 11. Let's see what happens. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. Nkunku should play as left forward or second striker. Yeah, that's his thing. But let's see what the manager does. Hopefully, he's another Palmer signing. I hope so too. We can all only hope for the best. Sam Kerr will rip up the Champions League under Bompasta. I hope she wins it. We get to win the Women's Champions League this time. Duran ball striking is elite. Yep. And I'm going to speak like Mikael does right now. The good thing about him is he strikes the ball. If he hits the ball stays hit. He hits it with such his shots are venomous, really. Yeah, and instinctively doesn't need to drop the ground. If it's in the air, if it's in a good position, he shoots. And he can shoot from outside the box excellently too. So we're making a good signing there. We just need to
Which is
support him.
something
People,
Chelsea have,
go ahead, Bobby.
Chelsea have lacked.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He brings that to the table. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's as I've said, that's a different quality, and it's something we've lacked. We've lacked these sharp shooters, people who take
Mhm.
fierce shots from outside the box. You know, it would be. It seems to me like it's going to be a very sort of healthy addition.
Yeah, I think it will be. I think it will be in so many ways. It wasn't like, in all honesty, again, if it were up to me, I'd say we can actually go into the coming season without signing any striker, in my opinion. And I think Duran will be enough. But we're hearing that the club are looking at other names too, not just Duran. People saying Duran was benched at Villa should remember that Lampard benched Rudiger White Tuchel. White Tuchel had him in his starting 11. So coach, a factor could also be considered. Yeah, here's the thing. It is a saying, popular, very popular in my birth country, Nigeria, that one man's poison could be another man's food. Rudiger at the time, you could argue, was on this way out of Stamford Bridge gates, and then boom, came Thomas Tuchel. He became one of our most important defender. He was pivotal to all the trophies we won, instrumental maybe to all the trophies we won under Thomas Tuchel. And nobody, yeah, and that's so everything comes down to the manager. So I agree with you. Yeah.
I was thinking
Nkunku,
if
go ahead, Bobby.
Maresca if Maresca wants Duran, then it means he has a plan for using him. So
Mhm.
I would definitely go with that.
Yeah, I would. Yep. You never say never. Nkunku, Duran, Olise, and hopefully we get Olise over the line. Khalid Salim. Maybe I'm wrong, but Duran's highlights look a lot like Lukaku's highlights. No. No, I've seen a lot more, and I've watched him over 90 minutes. I think against City, there's one other game also. No, I think he has a lot more to his game than Lukaku. Yeah, he has a lot more to. Just go away. Mark him. Please don't even wish that on us. But I think he has a lot more to his game to look at than Lukaku. No worry, Khalid. You don't need to apologize because I know you're new here. Good morning to you too, Jude. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. It's saying I heard from a Talksport guys there is a striker who CFC wants to sign, and his name is Jhon Duran. Yeah, but apparently he likes to complain when he's not playing. Yeah, that's a good thing, not a bad thing to complain. If a player is comfortable sitting on the bench, you should be asking questions of that player. And the good thing is that here's the thing. One thing I like about him, he's complaining about not playing. When he gets a chance, he shows the manager, you see, I should be starting. Yeah. And that's what he's done at Villa. If I am a manager and I have a player who's comfortable sitting on the bench without uh without, you can say, complaining about sitting on the bench. If you complain alone and not putting in the work needed, and when you come on you don't show, you really do need to be starting over the you can say perceived or the starting player. That's where I'd have an issue. Not a bad thing to complain, if you get my point right there. And Chelsea FC Jingles, big up to you too, Bobby. He's saying, that's Jude Messer of Chelsea FC Jingles saying, big up to you. I trust your day is going great. And please go check out Chelsea FC Chelsea FC Jingles YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and let him know I sent you. Coach, so in other words, there are demons and Duran's shots that will torment goalkeepers. Yeah, you could say that. His shots are venomous, no jokes, and you've seen that yourself. And here's the thing: in most cases, there are players who have powerful shots as is, but are not able to, you could say, orchestrate finesse shots. But he can also orchestrate finesse shots. Sometimes not all power all the time. Sometimes finesse. And that was just pay attention to his finishing, and you'll find out. Yeah, I like that one. Is this your guy? I think he should be 20 right now. Big up to you too, Shanks. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, please don't mention Lukaku. Yeah, you get it. You get it, Khalid. You get it, bro. Why? Yep. Rival fans and ex bashing Palmer deluded. What did you do? I haven't actually seen that. What happened there? The sports Duran easily walks into this team. That's your that's your cue. Shanks, is that what you do to try to wind me up? It's not working. No, it's not gonna work. Yeah, let's see if that happens. Thank you. Please, any news about Alvarez? Nothing has died down, and in my opinion, I think that was sponsored or maybe designed to remind Man City the quality of player he is, and should he decide he wants to leave City, that there will not be shortage of clubs interested in him signing for them. And I think that like I say, narrative maybe it has sapped its intended purpose. I think that's why it died down. Even he has come out publicly and said, yeah, he's happy at City. So I'm not worried. And my bro is in the house. Constantine Dunn. Big up to you, bro. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Andrea Emmanuel, I'm sure I've said hello to you. 20-year-old Duran walking to the team, be like, guys, I fit the age profile for real. Yeah, that's what it is. Big up, bro. Thank you so much. Always nice to see you. Is Duran going to be a good sign? I think he will be a good signing. If you've seen them, I'm not too concerned. And if it's surrounded with good players, yeah, he would do a lot. He'd do well a lot. He's powerful. He's quick. He's good on the ball. How good to what extent he's good on the ball is what I cannot tell at the moment. But one unique attribute that makes him an important signing for us is the fact that he has the true instinct of a striker. He shoots instinctively, doesn't hesitate, for him, it doesn't have to be beautiful. If you get my point, he shoots if it's in a good position, in a good position to shoot. It's not like Jackson that wants it to be perfectly stationed at in a particular position or in which I don't know which is the correct word to use there, but he shoots instinctively, and that's something you can say we don't have right now. And he can shoot from outside the box. Duran got the swagger. I rate him more than Alvarez. Yeah, in my opinion, yeah, if we have to prioritize squad player to sign, I say sign him over Alvarez. Not because Alvarez is a bad player, because he complements the profile we have already. He's different. I don't want a situation where we have too many players of the same profile, and then later on we'll find out how much of an issue that is for the manager. Yeah, I'd also complain if I'm on the bench like Duran. Yeah, it's nothing wrong there. If he longs to play in every match, Chelsea FC should sign him. Yeah, that's usually a good sign. You don't want a player to sit on the bench and just be earning money and not complain. You want a player that complains and puts in the work to start over the starting player. That's a good sign. And if you heard me before, I already said the complaints about his discipline is something that's very common with players who are good. Yeah, usually players who are good, usually they have, you can say, bad behavior on the pitch or off the pitch issues one way or the other. Yeah, they're usually not perfect. Is Duran in Aura gang? No, he's not. And here's the thing: even if he is, I haven't talked about anything he said, and I'm not paying attention to what anybody said. I'm going by what I've seen myself. And here's the reason. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna show you guys something. Why I said I am leaving the Oregon and I'm joining, seeing it here. Again, I believe it. I join in. Actually, there's another way to phrase it. I believe it when I see it here, gang. You know why I said that? I'm going to show you guys in a few minutes why I put it that way. He's not, and that's usually a good sign because the Aura gang hasn't worked for us. Yeah. Who would you sell to make the Alvarez deal, coach? To me, I wouldn't prioritize Alvarez because he's no different from Nkunku and Jackson. Yeah, definitely a better finisher than Jackson. But if Nkunku stays fit, do we really need him? I don't know. That's up to the manager, but I would say no, in my opinion. Duran is cold. Remember when he came off the bench and scored 2 goals against Liverpool? Yeah, he's that good. He performs in big games. He's fearless. That's something else. We get it, coach. Jackson needs it to be a station. Yeah, yeah, with a whopper, right? That's a good one right there. And before the show continues, if you're a member of the community and today is your birthday, let us know. Usually that is again shouting out our family members or friends is usually reserved for paid members, but we'll make an exception today. If you know anybody that's celebrating his or her birthday and you want to shout them out, let me know. We'll do that for you. Peter Pan is saying we can assign Alvarez and Olise in the same window. That would be like, yeah, I think it'd be one of the two, and I think Olise is the priority. Alvarez, I'm not too sure, and no report ever said that we are truly interested in signing him. Duran would be great scorer because of the system we use. He's a good signing, no doubt about it. And let's get it over the line. First, before we start saying, Chadwick Ebanks, nice to see you. It's been a minute, my Jamaican bro. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for finding the time to join us, Coach. Wait a minute. I hope he has to offer the shot. Yeah, a lot more from what I've seen. But overall, I'm not too sure how good he is on the ball overall. But I think I've seen enough to say he fits in. What is the essence of our player practicing shots in training? They can all score. They can all score shots in training, but not in games. Or only a few. Yeah, but I think Duran can. No, I don't think so. I think both will start. The Jackson is different. And Duran actually does well defensively. He supports the defense effectively. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Let me share this so that you can understand why I've told you guys that I'm leaving the Aura gang and I'm joining the Seeing is Believing gang. Now look at it. Look at this. That's a brilliant tweet with Dre, a brother called Dre. He says, give me a second here. I hate it when Twitter does this. Okay, there you go. Proven goal scorers, right? Pay attention to the names on here. Proven goal scorers that Chelsea have signed. And I'm saying here, it's time to join the real list. Let me read my tweet. He says, Chelsea fans, are you tired of the Aura gang? Empty promises. It's time to join the realists. I will believe it when I see it here. I rephrased it there. Look at it. Shevchenko was killing it at AC Milan. He joined Chelsea. What happened? Fernando Torres, Liverpool. What happened? Falcao. Where did we sign Falcao from? Was it from Monaco? Or was it from Atletico Madrid? I can't remember but wherever he joined us from, I think he was already washed up even before he signed us. But irrespective of whether he was washed up or still shiny before we signed him, the truth remains he didn't perform at Chelsea. Higuain. You know what happened? Proven goal scorer was signed him. What happened? Timo Werner was signed him from Leipzig. He was a proven goal scorer. What happened? Lukaku killed it with Antonio Conte at Inter Milan. A proven goal scorer was signed him. What happened? Morata, where did we sign him from? He left Atletico Madrid. He was at Juve. Where did we sign him from? I can't remember. But wherever he was killing it. We signed him. Yeah. And again, Aubameyang, before we signed him from Barca, was scoring, I think, around 1.05 goals per game. We signed him. What happened? So this is just this guy said a lot with just tweet, because Chelsea fans were screaming proven goal scorer, proven goal scorer, proven goal scorer. He just said proven goal scorer. That's it. He just explained why we should give Jhon Duran a chance, while signing a proven goal scorer isn't a guarantee that that person comes in and be ripping up trees for us. That's why I loved this tweet. If that makes sense, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. And I sincerely do hope you're all doing well. Where did I stop? The comment section is on fire. We have 108 people watching, and that's how many? 108 people watching. And we have 71 following the show on YouTube. The rest on X. Please keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go a long way. I think Duran, boss striking is elite. I think I've read this one too. And my bro, Markin New. Maybe I'm wrong, but Duran's highlights looks. Yeah, I think we've talked about that one. And I told my bro, Markin New, do not mention Lukaku right now. Good morning to you two. I say hello to you, Maya, saying hello. I've done that one. Big up. Yep. We have Tommy Bryan here. I think I've addressed that one, but it looks like we have a lot of new comments there. I can't read everything. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Duran easily. Yep. We're not doing that today. Shanks, 20-year-old Duran walking into the team be like, I think, I scrolled up a lot. So now I'm going to scroll to the very bottom, and I'll try the best I can to get your subsequent contributions in the chat. Do you think we should get Jadon Sancho? No, I think his salary will be a huge problem. Even if it comes for £5 million, I would say don't sign him. Morata was signed up from Madrid for 16 million. So he was a Madrid player, but on loan somewhere else at the time. Was he on loan at Juve? Yeah, I think he was on loan at Juve. Go check out Chelsea FC Jingles YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe. Let's help him grow, people. Let's help him get to 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. He shared the link there and is a valued member of the community. He's not just here to share the link to his channel, contribute, have a good conversation, wholeheartedly involved in the conversation. And yes, he has every right to share the link to his YouTube channel. Please go check it out. Let's help him get to 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. We don't want Jadon Sancho. Keep him. Thank you. Who's to say Nkunku can stay fit? We don't know, but we can only hope for the best. Morata came from Juventus, and he was on loan from Real Madrid. Yeah, I think that was the case at the time. Sancho is welcome if you would. I like that one. If Sancho would take 150K a week, I'll take him. And he's Chelsea through and through. He's a Chelsea supporter, which is why I think it was the Blue Clouds TV pushing for us to sign him at the time, and we didn't. Sancho, hell no, indeed. Let's go back to the presentation window. We're there. I need to open this one here. We've addressed this, so let's go back to where we were here. Jhon Duran, we've talked about him. So this here talks about Leon Tuomi being quoted there by Chelsea Dodgers, saying Enzo Maresca will be expected to lead Chelsea back into the Champions League qualification places next season. I think we can. And I still think we'd make one or two signings for him just to balance out the squad. In agreement with the hierarchy, of course. I'm not gonna say, what was I gonna say? I'm not gonna just I'm not gonna lie to myself and say they're gonna sign just the players he wants. No, I think they will look at players and agree whether to sign the player or not. What else do we have here? Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. 71 likes, 29 more to get it to 100. Let's make it happen. Falcao was already broken by injury before we signed him. It was like buying a salvage car. Yep, I agree with you. 150K, even too much still. Yep, I agree. Great Chuku, I like your name. Thank you, I appreciate you. My last name is actually Okechukwu. Keep up the good work. Thank you. I appreciate you, my brother. I actually rate Sancho, bro. I do rate him, but you have to pay attention to how much we'd have to pay for him to sign him, if you get my point there. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. And the next item, Maresca, I think, Champions League place is achievable. Again. But a lot will have to fall in place for that to happen. And I think the squad is more rehearsed than it was. We have a team that's more rehearsed than it was before Mauricio Pochettino took over. So he has a lot less work to do. I think that his biggest problem will be trying to change a lot at the same time. Uh, um, uh, uh, Okay, would have to be fall into place at the same time for it to happen. But if he changes too much, uh, if he changes a lot, I think chances are he struggles. But if it doesn't change much and drastically and let the process be a gradual process, I think the sky's the limit to what we can achieve in the coming season, in my opinion. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along. A lot has popped up since the show started, so I'm trying to have them open. Once we're done adjusting the items we have in this particular window, I drag the new window in to make it easier for us to go through the items we have lined up. The next one here, is it this one? Yeah, talks about Levi Colwill. Chelsea have made it clear they will not sell Levi Colwill this summer. Not in the near future, in my opinion, if he does well. And I've told people, again, when I saw the Bayern report, one thing that was clear: the reports were all coming from Bayern-aligned sources. One example being, I think FC Bayern, a Twitter account, X account if you prefer. So I'm not too concerned about us selling him. This is saying, Coach, is our midfield Leslie your distant cousin? No, he's not, because I told you my last name. We're not related. I don't even know anybody that he knows or that knows. Maybe, the sixth degree of connection, what is it called? Maybe, but I don't know him. Do you think we can be in a tighter race? We can. Who says we cannot? But just temper your expectations so you don't you don't suffer mentally if it doesn't happen. Most certainly, with a few signings to better the current team, Chelsea FC can go to. I think we need a goalkeeper, in my opinion. As good as I believe Petrovic is, I think he needs someone to challenge him to do even better, and maybe one CB I think would be good. Okay, going to Bayern, we can improve on it. Let's see what happens. I'm not too sure what happens. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Then a 17-year-old Sport Recife is a Recife. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, or Rakife. I'm not sure. Apologies if I'm butchering that name. But Pedro Lima has just become a Chelsea player in a deal worth £8.4 million and was signed him very early. So I see him at Charles. Again, I think it's a good investment in a talent such as him. £5.9 million upfront and 2.5 in the add-ons. And rumors are that he joins Strasbourg and not Chelsea. Hello to you too, Buddy. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. And Jason Amanda, Chelsea need to sell Chilwell. He may well be sold. How soon? I honestly do not know. I honestly do not know. But my belief is that he may well be sold. All right, the next item here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. We have a total of 133 people watching and 93 on YouTube. The rest on X. And again, it's a good number, so we should have at least 100 likes already. But we have 72, 28 more to get it to 100. Let's make it happen, people. The likes do go a long way. So here, I think it was 2 months ago. It was everywhere that we were interested. That we were interested in signing Nico Williams. That died as quickly as it started at the time. But right now, even if we're interested, this is saying that Nico Williams on his future. He's saying that he's very happy at Atletico Bilbao. It is the club that has given him everything. Paraphrasing, of course. He has clear, again, he says, I have clear, okay, I have clear where I will be for the preseason. That's all. I have told my agent that I do not want to know anything until the Euro is over. You can say the same with also the clubs that are interested in signing him. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you all. finding the time to join the show this particular morning. So a few items that I'm opening here that I'd like us to address in a bit. So we move on. He's not going to come to us. The next one, we've talked about this. I'm going to try to bring up the other window. Just give me 1 second here. While you wait for me to do that, people, keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go along with 28 more likes to get it to 100. Let's make it happen. I strongly believe we can. And I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. And if you have any questions, drop it in the chat and I'll try to address it. If I cannot, I'll pretend I don't see it. Okay, we have this one open. Okay, let me see. There are other items here. If you have any questions, drop it in the chat and I'll try to address it. Where did we stop? We stopped there. Constantine Dante is saying Colwill is seen as a future leader captain. I hope he matures to that. I don't see that in him right now, but maybe because he hasn't gotten the opportunity to lead. But sometimes you don't need an opportunity to lead. You lead by example, and there are all the it's a behavior that when I see, I can tell that one, will become a leader in the future. And the quality of the league doesn't improve next season if, and Maresca maximizes our potential. We got top 4. And I think we can. Chilwell and Colwill can be used to balance the books. No, Colwill isn't going anywhere. Chilwell may be because his salary is an issue. He's one of the top earners at the club, and he hardly stays fit. So I'm quite sure that would be a huge. That would be a huge. The fact that he hardly stays fit will be a huge issue, a huge concern for the new for the owners. And that's and rightly so, because if you're earning that much money, you have to stay fit. It just doesn't make sense to pay you that much money if you're not fit. All right, let's see what else we have here before I bring out the next window. Do you rate Fofana from Monaco? I can't pretend I know him. I don't know him. In all honesty, I can't pretend. I need to see him. I usually don't like judging players solely on highlights. Honestly, I need to see him up close. Let's see what happens. I think a lot of people rate him. The way they talk about him shows they rate him. What is the purpose of signing young players and loaning them to other teams? I will never understand. To develop. You can't keep them all. You cannot use them all. You sign them early. But this is something Madrid have been doing for years. We're not doing anything new there. You sign them, loan them out. If they are exceptional to an extent, you feel like they can come into the team and do a good enough job, you keep them. But if they're still developing, if they need developing, you loan them out to another club to keep developing that clubs that will value him to keep developing. So it wouldn't make sense to come keep them at the club if you need them to be playing top level football to keep developing properly. If that makes sense. Let's see what else we have here. I don't like you, man. Just leave me alone to host the show in peace. You're definitely what is the meaning of what you just said there? I don't like you, one bit. Just get away from me and leave me alone. Let's see. And it turns out I was thinking. Let me just say something quickly. Something out of topic. I took time to think. Okay, when did I start saying "leave me alone" or "go away"? It turns out that was my my 2-year-old. My son says all the time, "Go away, leave me alone." And before you know it, I started saying it. It is a transfer window not opening yet. That's hindering Olise's deal. I'm not sure that's the case. I think what we're told a few days ago, about a week ago, that we just wanted to wrap up the striker deal. Then we go for him. And some are saying that he's again. I get it. Last summer transfer window, was it summer? He agreed the personal terms with that. We did trigger the clause, but didn't push through with with the signing because of reports that Crystal Palace, they threatened it to reporters. To what body was that? I can't quite remember. But right now, some is suggesting we've already agreed personal terms with them. That's only a matter of days, and we get an official announcement. But I don't know. They have more experience than you guys. Okay. Oregon just sounds. Can you stop, please, Shanks? Just leave me alone. Good young players don't show how fit they are. Please don't do that again. You use the straw, yeah, because I have to have it in this more like a flask. It keeps it warm. Yep, it keeps it warm. I use straw. Yeah, what do you want? Not just me. Others do that. Just go away, man, and leave me alone. Okay. Let's see what else you have here. Please, let's be careful what we say here. Please, let's be careful what we say here. Do you think Tosin? I think Tosin is a starter. And if you're in the chat, if you think otherwise, let me know. I think Tosin is definitely a starter. He's more experienced than, yeah, Tosin is more experienced than all our center backs right now. Tosin is better on the ball than all our, yep. Off the bat, I can say he's better on the ball than all our defenders right now. Tosin reads the game better than all the defenders we have right now, in my opinion. Tosin is also a good passer. I know Badiashile is an excellent passer of the ball. Colwill is. I don't know who's better between them, but Tosin also does have excellent passing range too. So I think Tosin is a starter. Definitely a starter, and he leads naturally. I don't need him to even again before he said it in that interview. I followed him because I was hoping that he decides to represent Nigeria. Leadership comes to him naturally. Even before I heard him say that, he can lead. I think, yeah, Tosin is a starter. The question is now who pairs him. Tosin is a sort of defender I think Maresca would cherish. And here's the thing. I'm going to say this: the only issue I've seen is that the manager must pay attention to the fact that he leaves his line to break up play in the midfield area. Another way to put it is that he doesn't leave all the you can say breaking up play for the 2-6s. He reads the game so well, but sometimes, just like Koulibaly did when he was still does that. He leaves his line to go break up play in the middle area, which sometimes very effective. But if he misses it out, if he doesn't time it perfectly and misses out, and if the team doesn't understand the way he applies himself on the pitch, and they leave that space, if they don't take care of that space, it becomes an issue, and teams can exploit that. But if the manager knows that, and his teammates knows that, and the more they are on the same, they are on the same wavelength, the easier it'd be to cover up once he leaves his line to go break up play in the midfield area. But I have AD in the house. AD, big up to you. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Thank you so much for all the research, and congratulations on your son's the contract extension he got. That's not easy. AD, where do you want to come in, bro?
Big up, coach. Thank you so much.
Big up to you, brother.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah. You're talking about Adarabioye, isn't it? Tosin.
Yeah, somebody Khalid Salem is asking if we think Tosin starts. I think he starts. I think he's gonna be a starter.
Yeah, exactly. If we are going by what happened last season to Chelsea and looking at him coming into this squad, as it stands now, we say yes, he's going to be a starter. But we wait and see until they go back to preseason and the manager if they have a good look at all of them. Fofana is coming back, Colwill will be there. So we just wait and see. And then, but as it stands, if we want to say, based on what we saw last season, I say yes, he's definitely going to be a starter. But we just wait and see when they all come back to preseason and what happens, because it's a different ball game playing for Fulham and then upgrading to play for Chelsea is quite a different challenge and different expectations. So we wait and see how it handles the move and to see how it settles with the team. So that's what I say.
Yeah, we talked about. Let me see. Anyone, if you have anything to say, Sam Kerr, he signed a new contract. We talked about Philip Jorgensen. He was on our list. Yeah, of the goalkeepers that we're interested in signing. We talked about Jhon Duran, the discussion on how he differs. And it doesn't look like I've heard you speak about Jhon Duran. I think the good thing, just to bring you up to par, and where you can come in whenever you want to come in with regards to his potential and whether he'd be the right signing for us. I think I'd take him over Alvarez, given that he differs. He brings something different to what we have. Alvarez, I get it, he has good industry, but beyond his good industry, I get it, he's a better finisher than Nicholas Jackson. I think he doesn't differ that much from Jackson and Nkunku. But Duran, he has the instinct of a traditional number 9. He shoots instinctively, doesn't overthink it, doesn't hesitate, just like Jackson does in most cases. But I want to hear your opinion of him. A lot of Chelsea fans don't seem to be too keen on us signing him.
Yeah. If we look at the clips that we've seen of him, the way he scores, the way he strikes the ball, I mean, it's something to behold. It's something you enjoy looking at and say, if this guy can replicate this for Chelsea, then it's good. And one thing I see about him is that he's a left-footed finisher. He finishes more with his left foot, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one balance we don't have up front. Most of our strikers are like predominantly right-footed. So he's left-footed. But I don't know. To be honest, when you read comments about his attitude, whatever he wants, if his attitude is about wanting to play, then that's a good one. But if his attitude is about general outside attitude about his behavior, apart from wanting to play regularly, then we don't know. We have to research that properly because we don't need that kind of player in the squad because he's not going to
But
be
then
guaranteed.
he's 20.
Yeah, I understand that, but 20 as well is mature enough to handle situations. I mean, if you're coming into you're leaving Aston Villa. If your problem leaving Aston Villa is to say you're not getting game time and you're being grumpy about it and moaning about it, then who says you're gonna get game time with Chelsea and what's gonna be your attitude? Because if he comes in, he'll want to think he's gonna be starting, and I don't know if Chelsea is gonna go into this season, depending on the young lad Duran and then Jackson and then probably Nkunku going into this season. I don't know how that's gonna pan out for us, to be honest. But they know what they must have looked at him very well to think he's he's a good player, he's a good finisher, and that's what we've been lacking. But I don't know about him leading for us as going into this season, being confident about him being that player. But if he can really get on the way we've seen from him, and he does what we expect from him to do in terms of putting the ball in the back of the net, then I think he's capable of it. But again, we're going for a young, unproven striker. Where I think for me, I would have maybe because of the price tag for Alvarez, I would have preferred someone like Alvarez since we missed out on Sesko or somebody different. But for me, I still look at it and the reports coming out from most sources that Chelsea wants to quickly wrap this up. So if they're wrapping it up, I don't know if he can operate from the left side of the front three. Maybe that's what they are looking at. Maybe he can play from the left side and then they have another striker. Really don't know. To be honest, I don't know what to expect from this lad. But judging by what we've seen, clips of what I've seen, I think he's a good finisher. But is he that grade of player that we need for Chelsea to push us to that level? I don't know. I don't know. Time will tell and we'll have to wait and see. But the disappointment, why Chelsea fans will be disappointed, I mean, myself included, is that we have come from being linked to Osimhen, then down to Sesko, to Alvarez, and then down to Jhon Duran. That's the disappointment. If we were not linked to the likes of Osimhen, I know it was just Jhon Duran alone that Chelsea fans have been talking about, probably we'll see positives from it. But the negativity will come from the fact that we've been linked with these high-profile strikers, and then coming down just all of a sudden to say he's now Jhon Duran. Would it be Jhon Duran alone? That's the big question. We just have to wait and see if there are going to be answers to that.
Thank you so much for that, AD. I'm going to scroll down. What about Wesley Fofana? I think he still has a place, whether he starts or not. I think he has a lot to prove. Do I think he starts the season? I'd say no. I think probably he looks like He's gained weight, probably need to shed a few pounds before he gets a chance to be a starter. Because you have to sell a few good players. For find out, yeah, I've responded to that one. Big up to you too, Shafadinho. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. He's saying James is our first captain for Chelsea, but what if he gets an injury again? Who could be our second captain? It was upsetting me when players. Okay, I don't know. I think the manager will have to probably. Maybe we'll see some reshuffling. If Gallagher stays, I think things most likely will remain as it is in terms of the captaincy, in my opinion. From what I've seen, Tosin is better than Colwill technically than Colwill. I'd argue you could. That's the same thing, but he's more experienced. That's not to say Colwill cannot become as good as him in terms of his ability to read the game, and he's an excellent tackler of the ball too. You can say he uses his long legs to a great effect. Stretch it and you can say just scoop the ball from you the way he does it. So I like him. But we see Jhon is a purified version of Jackson. Wow, you think so? Swine home in Saudi Arabia. I think it's sounding as if he wants to go to Saudi Arabia too. Diogo Costa will be the perfect. And rumors are we're interested. When's the new CFC jersey dropping? I honestly do not know. Olion Ju Wasu, my bro. Coach, morning to you too, my bro. I hope you're doing well. And Kim So is in the house. Nice to see you, Kim So. Kim So saying I started coping. I am watching John Durango videos. He's different. That's one thing I like. Wait and see FC future. Yeah, we do that. Anything can happen. But I'm not too concerned. Eddie, this is Dante responding to you. He said, no, Eddie, Duran can only play striker, not other positions. So probably he's not going to be playing every game, maybe. I don't know, but he's still very young. The manager can get him to do a lot more to play the number 9 position. Given Duran's traits, if we had him in the positions Jackson was last season, we would have been top 4 guaranteed. And you could argue that because he shoots instinctively, doesn't overthink it, doesn't hesitate. And that was something that Jackson didn't do. Jackson hesitated a lot in most cases. Sometimes he'd dribble, he'd round up the goalkeeper. Let me just exaggerate a bit. He'd round up the defender, round up the goalkeeper, round up the goalpost, come back again. And still, I don't know whether he sees some players that we, the viewers, don't see. But he's an excellent player too, and we'll get better with time. Makim Noon is saying how even tall exactly is Duran. Let me check. Let me check John Duran's height. Keep dropping the likes on the show, people. 81, 19 more likes to get it to 100. 120 people watching, 81 on YouTube. The rest on X, I think we can do much better than that. Let me check Jhon Duran height. I don't know how you pronounce that, but I think it's Jhon. Given the way it's spelled, Jhon Duran height. He's 6'1", so I don't know. For me, that's tall. In my opinion, 6'1" isn't bad. What do you think, Eddie?
Yeah, that's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah, not bad really. Then we have ready Duran Olise. I hope we sign Olise too. Eddie, do you know where things stand with regards to our pursuit of Olise?
Surprisingly, it's gone a little bit quiet now. There was a lot of talk last week. Olise coming to Chelsea. Nearly the deal is about to be done and all. But now, the start of this week now, I've not heard a lot about that deal. Maybe they've just decided to keep it under wraps instead of making it that loud. We don't know that. We're just hoping to say that's the case, or maybe there's something they don't want us to know about anymore. But I think that's a deal that still interests Chelsea, the directors and the owners to do. But we just wait and see. Now that Man United have cleared the air about their manager, that the manager is staying, so that gives them. I was saying that last week that because they don't have manager in place, we thought Ten Hag was going to leave. But now, since they're going to offer him a new contract, that gives them that footing to be able to start negotiating, bringing in players they want to and get rid of the ones they want to. So the earlier we, talk about this deal and get it done, the better for us. Because if other teams come into it, they're just going to drive the price up, and it's going to be a lot of, mess for us, to be honest. So we just have to. But if we want him, we quickly get it done. That's my feeling.
Yeah, and my confidence, you can say something that also that gives me hope is that reports suggest that United, they don't have that much to spend. They'd have to offload players before they have enough to spend. They have other areas of priority, in my opinion, because the right hand side, I think they have a lot of players there, don't they?
Yeah, they do. But we don't know what the style will be under this new, under the new owner, if he's going to be able to, because Man United always find it hard to get rid of players. They always think about getting money for players, and they don't want to. And because most of their players are on big wages, so they always find it hard to get rid of players. But we don't know under this new owner if he's going to just write off most of the debts and then clear whatever player that the players that don't want to stay. Like they're talking about um Rashford and all leaving. I don't know. But the only thing that's changed now for this manager is they said he will not be as involved in the transfer dealings as he used to. Maybe they've looked at his signing of Anthony and all. It makes no sense, to be honest. If you look at a manager who had
That's a waste of money.
Anthony and Kudus, and you ended up buying Anthony for nearly 100 million, and Kudus went for 40 million, and you can see the difference between the two performances in the Premier League. So those are the kind of signings that they won't want.
And now rumors are that they want Kudus from West Ham.
Exactly, and they're not going to get him they're not going to get him for 40 million. So it would have been cheaper for them to get him straight from Ajax, and he was the manager. So whatever his judgment was then, thinking that Anthony was better than Kudus, so that makes it quite of interesting for them to say he's not going to be involved as he used to be. So we just wait and see what's going to happen in that front. So that's all I have to say.
And I'm concerned that people are celebrating that they're keeping him. I'm concerned that if the model changes to him just being the head coach, just like he was at Ajax, I think he does well. I think maybe what his stint at United so far has proved is that he doesn't have good talent ID. That's
Yeah.
because they signed a lot of nonsense players. Go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. If you look at it from that angle, you say yes, it's going to be like he doesn't have a proper player judgment in terms of signing. But at the same time, he talks too much sometimes in the press. Like he talks way too much. So he might come out
Carelessly
now.
too.
Yeah, he talks too much. So he might come out now and say, probably if they sign players for him and it's not going well, he might come out and be saying that, oh, this wasn't my signing, the club signing for me. So what would you expect me to do? I didn't have a say in this signing. So except if he tones down his the way of addressing the media, then I think it could be okay for him. But if he continues the way he's doing, then he's going to be complaining a lot. It's going to be like Conte, the way he comes out to the press and says it the way it is. So that's my only problem with that. If he doesn't have a say, he's going to come out. Except if it works for him, then it's all good.
Yeah. Thank you so much, people. We have 84 likes, 16 more to get it to 100. Let's make it happen. 125 people in total watching, 82 on YouTube, the rest on X. Let's get the likes up, people. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. And it's saying Jackson is 6 feet 2. Yeah, they both can still play. I know they differ a bit. Jackson on the left, Duran up top, and Palmer on the right. We cannot lose. Yep, Jackson does well on the left. It tracks back very well, and he puts in a lot of defensive work too. Maresca is not the type of manager to keep a player like a Jackson on game after game when not in form. Like our ex goes for all players. I think he rotates a lot. If he senses that you're burning out or you're tired, he drops you without wasting any time. And this is saying wishful thinking. FC, yeah, we stick with that. Kimsa, leave me alone, please. Let's see what else we have. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go along with. Hi, coach. Are you willing to spend 40 million pounds on Duran? About 25 to 30 million pounds. Okay, euros. 25 to 30 million pounds isn't bad. That's inflation. That's how bad the market is right now. We paid, was it 20 million euros for, is it David Washington? So times have changed, in my opinion. But let's see what happens. But I don't think we'll pay 30 million pounds for him. I think it would be a lot less, actually. But we'll see. At least Duran will bring height. Yeah, they all, and he'll bring shots too. His shots are venomous. Olise, it can happen. We're serious about signing him. But the only thing, if City comes calling, I think it'd be a lot more difficult to get him. Jackson is just a painter who makes incomplete masterpiece because he keeps adding unnecessary details to his work. Yeah, that's another way to uh, to to explain Nicholas Jackson. But I know he will get better. If Olise is playing with us, let us get Eze. Eze isn't Olise isn't playing with us. I think the rumors are that we just need to iron out the payment structure with Crystal Palace, if we're to believe the rumors. King Shango, good day to you too. Happy day to all Blues. Happy day to you too. I hope you're doing well. But instead of signing Jhon Duran, why not Chelsea make a move for Osimhen? You have to. I think we like players, but we don't seem to consider whether the player we're asking for the club to sign, whether that player will fit the manager's preferred approach. We just don't. I don't know why we don't look beyond our preference for a player to actually dig deep and see, okay, will they fit the manager's preferred approach? I'm not sure. Nothing new there. Asukwo, Ukore, be nice to see you. Please try not to, again, don't type with all caps. It will delete your messages. United ain't getting nobody that club. Yep, tell it to Rashi was here. Anything else to address here? And we have Deluge. Portugal winning Euros. My prediction, it's a possibility. Anybody can win it. Hello to you too. I hope you're doing well. Anything else to address? Wasiu update on Olise. Nothing new except what you've heard is what we've heard. Just talking to Kimster there, and this is Wamba Franklin who says I really okay. He's really sad to see where we are in terms of attractiveness. Okay, I just feel like we need desire. Desire do who's that? Okay, is going to explode in a few years. Okay, I don't know the player. I can't pretend. Just looking for players. Okay, simple deals. Okay. Fun fact, Durango has more goals than Anthony. Oh yeah, you see that, and Anthony played more minutes than he. Isaac and Watkins would be very again preferred choices. Isaac, I don't think Newcastle would sell him. Watkins, they have Champions League football right now. I'm not sure what's going to happen. People think Washington is not playing, but the kid was busy with the academy last season, only dominant with senior team. I hope he gets a chance with the senior team too. Bayern Munich has signed a left centre back from Stuttgart, so that makes Colwill safe with us. Even Colwill himself didn't want to leave. But that's by the way. Let's start addressing all the items we have here. We need 14 more likes to get it to 100. Let's make it happen. Remember, the aim is to get 300 likes, and I think we can. Chelsea Dog is quoting Ben Jacobs. This is saying that Leeds, Preston, and Blackburn Rovers have all registered a formative interest in taking Alfie Gilchrist on loan. Leeds didn't make it. Preston, I'd say Leeds United if they're serious, if we can get game time there. In my opinion, Eddie, I don't know if you have anything to add to that one. I don't think anyone can hijack Olise from Chelsea. If Chelsea doesn't get him, it's because he didn't want Chelsea. Lavia is in the squad as a lesson from Bali to John Henry of Liverpool and Red Sox. I don't know, Eddie, you have anything to add to that? I was thinking that he was going to stay with the squad, but it makes sense that he goes out on loan. If he's going to be playing week in, week out, then I say go out on loan. I don't want him to come sit on the bench and only gets to play every now and then, or if Malagusto is injured and Luis James is injured, then he gets to play in the right back position. I'm all for him going out on loan. So, Eddie, if you're there, if you have anything to add to that, that's fine. If not, I'm going to keep addressing the items we have lined up, and then we'll be rounding up soon. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I agree with you. I Yeah, because if he stays, he's not gonna play. I don't think he gets to play enough to continue developing. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. Yeah, okay, I like the name. Why not buy Isaac? I don't think we can. Newcastle, uh, um, Newcastle, and they're not looking to sell him. they're one of the big boys right now. If anything, they will sign more players. But I get it. Rumors that they have a financial situation which can requires them to sell players to balance the books. But I don't think they sell Isaac. I don't think they sell Gumieres too. Do we have any rumors about him, about his future? I think if anything, they'll be looking to sign more players. So we move on from this particular item into the next one. Durango Unchained. Yep. If you know, you know. Yeah, that was a good movie though. Jamie Foxx did very well. Was it Jamie Foxx was on Django? Yep. Jamie Foxx and who? Jamie Foxx, the Titanic guy. What's his name again? Why am I losing it? And then Samuel L. Jackson was also in that movie. I've just now keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. And this is Dion Rankin has announced he's leaving Chelsea. Good luck. Wow. So he's leaving. I thought when I saw that online, I thought he was joining them on loan. I don't know how good it is. Again, sometimes you just gotta let the player go. Hopefully, again, is he leaving as a free agent? If you're well acquainted with the situation, please let us know. Is he leaving as a free agent? Are we getting anything from Wigan? Yep, he's joining Wigan, right? Yeah, I think he's joining Wigan. Are we getting anything from Wigan? What's the construct of the contract? Do we have like a buyback clause or a sell-on clause? I don't know. Those are the things I want to know, really. So if you are acquainted with him, if you know him very well, how good is he? And if you know the construct of the contract, you let us know. Kim, so yeah, they keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. And Dante, thank you so much for trying to educate Kim so to understand. I get it, he's frustrated, but I think he will be all right. Chelsea model is after the 70s. Is after the 70s Ajax model that was lifted to Barcelona by Johan Cruyff. City copied that model. Okay, City copied that model and blended it with the Red Bull multi-club model. Chelsea is on the path of sustainability. What a way to see it. So you understand the whole thing. What a way to see it, Noski. I hope he works out. I think it may take a while, but I don't think it's going to take as long as a lot of people are suggesting it will take. I think we did see it towards the end of last season that you can say we're starting to play more like a unit, players being on the same wavelength and all that. A few signings here and there, 2 or 3, I think will make a huge difference for us in the coming season. That's just my opinion anyway. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Let's see. It's Marlon still at Chelsea. Any news on him? He's still at Chelsea, and I'm not sure what's going to happen with him. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. And let's see anything else for address here. Let's move on to the next item. Dante, don't waste your energy trying to educate Kim. So it's his thing. He's called the panic boss driver for a reason. So just leave him and have a good conversation with someone else. Bother yourself about him. This here talks about Levi Colwill plans face-to-face Chelsea talk with Enzo Maresca as he looks to guarantees that he will be a starting centre back next season. I don't understand that. And nobody should be guaranteed a starting place. You have to earn your place. I'm not sure what this now is starting to make me believe that his camp actually encouraged Bayern's approach to see if Chelsea will be willing to sell him. But let's hear you, Eddie.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say what you just said there, coach, because it makes no sense. A player will not go to a new manager for that, seeking for assurances to be a regular starter. I don't believe in that story, to be honest. It might just be his camp trying to push it and then see what they can get from Chelsea. And I don't know what they're looking at because he signed a contract with them. So what are they trying to get? Are they trying to get extension to the contract or improve wages or whatever it is or they want more recognition? So it makes no sense. I mean, if you're looking for assurances, you have to wait when you start preseason. Then you can see where you are in the team. You'll be able to know from preseason what the coach, what his thinking will be. But to start making this kind of noise from now, I don't really believe in anything such anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it smells fishy. It smells fishy in so many ways. I just don't understand. But if you're in the chat, let's hear your opinion on this. If we're to believe that's the case, Ben Jacobs, I don't know him to I don't know him to, you can say, to spill hot dung in most cases. But this sounds, if in fact, if we're to believe this, then yeah, definitely his camp encouraged Bayern's approach, and probably planning a face-to-face conversation with the manager simply means uh, he's not ready to compete, in my opinion. And at Bayern, does he think if he goes to Bayern, he'd be the starting center back for them? Uh, I don't
And
want, but this,
and
yeah, go ahead.
and sorry, coach, he didn't end the season well last season for him. He was injured to the end of last season, so it's not as if he has something to fall to. I mean, to really say on this basis, what was the basis for him to say this? Because your season ended earlier than expected. Like he was injured. So on what basis will he now come out and say he needs assurances for the new season? So it doesn't add up to me.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. Let's just assume that this is just rumors. Let's assume that's the case because in so many ways it just doesn't make sense. Let's see, Kim. So yeah, good idea. If you get money, the other stuff will follow. If that makes sense. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes. Yep, Kimso is the panic bus driver. We haven't forgotten. Let's see what else we have here. The advantage of this new Chelsea model is that in the near future, Chelsea will no longer need a billionaire at the helm and don't will no longer need to spend a lot of money to buy good players. That is, if we're lucky, uh, with this, let me call them what I think it is, stockpile of players we have. If we're lucky with them, if they all turn out good, then we will not be spending too much in the near future to get good players in. We have Pies, we have Messinho, we have Angelo Gabriel, Andres Santos, of which we've heard the manager wants to keep him. He's his typical type of player. He's this typical player. The profile of player he likes to have in his team. Yeah, so it makes sense. And they say you no longer need a billionaire at the helm. It will be self-sustaining and easily tweaked to dominate a few years. Yeah, and it needs patience. But chances are we'll be firing on all cylinders in the coming season if we make a strategic signings just to sort out the issues we're having, which I think we do. I'm not too concerned, but that's a delicious comment, by the way, and I like it. In all honesty, I think that deserves to be celebrated. But I don't have. Should I call it the celebratory? I can't pronounce that word, window. But that's, by the way, keep dropping the likes on the stream. I think cheap strikers, especially those on the free market, cannot be better than Nico Jackson. Philip Banda, who's to say it's not going to happen, but we'll see. We've been lucky with cheap strikers. We've been unlucky with top level strikers, expensive strikers, the so-called proven strikers. And that's why normal easy deals will be brought a transfer market. Okay. Let's see what happens. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along where I think Kova's team are making the mistake that Hudson camp made. Were making. They did too much each transfer window, putting so much pressure on the kid. That is to become just another issue. And the club also. At one point, the club got tired of calling Hudson-Odoi, should I call it whining or so, and say, you know what? No, that's it. And big up to you too, Dan. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. You know I already added you to the group. So if you check it out, you see the link there. Eddie, it looks like you wanted to say something.
No.
Okay. Because here's why I like what Nuski says there. I think, yeah, we can say, you can argue if it happens again after this particular transfer window, then it's a pattern. Because I'm going to say something I said at the time when he was still at Brighton. Brighton wouldn't have come to us trying to sign him if you hadn't told them to go give the shot. I'm willing to stay here if they're willing to sell me. That's one. And if in fact Bayern are truly interested in him, and if in fact he's planning a face-to-face meeting with Maresca to demand a starting place to be sure he has a place. You can say a starting place in the team before he says that that's 2. If it happens next season, I think the owners will say, you know what, let's just let him go.
Yeah,
Then it becomes a pattern. If it happens the 3rd time, then there's a pattern there. Go ahead, Eddie, if you were saying
yeah,
stuff.
exactly. Yeah, it becomes a pattern. That's correct. Yeah, because he started last
Yeah.
season. Yeah, just as you said, if they come there and encourage Brighton to say go and try, they will not have. And it took him a long time, After there was a game he played, I forgot it, was it preseason or something? He wasn't really gelling with the team. It wasn't like see if the body language wasn't good, and everybody was saying, "Oh, if they want
Mhm.
to sell him." If you remember that, so I think it was coming
Mhm.
from the camp. He wanted to. The body language was signaling that he wanted to leave, and actually they encouraged Liverpool as well to come in. It could work both ways, like trying to get Brighton to say, "Oh, we want him," and then making Liverpool to come in just to push up whatever negotiation and whatever contract, whatever I get from the contract then, and then him himself trying to say he wanted to be guaranteed, just as you're saying now again, that to be guaranteed that he'll be playing regularly for him to sign. So I think it's becoming a pattern. If it happens again next season, we see the way this season is going to come for him. If he's that good of a player, you don't need to be seeking assurances like before
Yeah,
to fight for the
prove
place.
yourself.
Exactly.
Prove yourself. It's clean slate for everybody right now at the club. Irrespective of how good you think you are. It's okay. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. Dan is here. Dan, always nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Shanks is saying, we've got Tosin and Fofana, keep Chalobah and Cashin and Colwell if he really wants to leave. So I'm just gonna see. Let's just see everything we've read or seen about with regards to Colwell's future as rumors at this point, in my opinion. Anything else to address? Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes that do go along when we move to the next item. This reads that still quoting Ben Jacobs. This says that the expectation is Wesley Fofana and Levi Colwill will be the go-to pairing for Chelsea. That's absolute boohoo. I think Tosin starts. And Eddie, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Tosin play under Maresca? He knows him very well. Did he? If you're in the chat, the Tosin play under Maresca. And I think Eddie is a bit busy
I'm
there.
not too sure. I'm not too sure if he played under Moresca
But
because it's always
probably
mentioned
knows
as
him.
yeah, but he knows him kind of, yeah. But I don't think he played, and I'm not sure if he played under him because the ones that I know that played under Moresca were Palmer and who else was that?
Lavia.
Lavia, yeah, those are the players. But I think Tosin left 4 years ago, and when did Moresca join Man City? Not sure. So if he left 4 years ago, I don't think he will. I don't know. To be honest, he doesn't. I don't think he knows him. And then, how can people be coming out with this? How can we be reading reports like this when the season hasn't started? We have a new manager, so how can they be
Yeah,
pairing
telling us the
players for us?
expectation is
Yeah.
what?
Anyway,
What
it's
the heck?
expectation. Anyway, if that's the expectation, anyway, expectation is right. Anyway, so if it's the expectation that both of them, so they just hope to say if they are fit. But I mean, it's a clean slate for everybody, and we don't know what this manager wants, what he likes, and what pattern, what players is going to favor over others. So we just wait and see. We don't need to dwell much on these stories, to be honest.
Yeah, I think certainly Tosin starts. Maybe the manager rotates. We don't know. It's sounding as if the club may well need to let a few. How many left-footed centre backs do we have now? Tosin is right-footed. Okay, just 2, right? I
But
think
just
just
Sheila
2.
and Colwill.
That's it. Yeah. So
Yeah.
2 of them stays on the right hand side. Um we still have Chalobah. I don't know whether he stays or leaves. Fofana is there. This is C, and then Tosin. I think this is C may well. I don't know if he has another. Let's talk about this AD. I think I did argue the other day that I think for me the odd man out there is this is C, as good as he can be, as aggressive as he can be, which you need in the Premier League sometimes to unsettle opposition attackers. I think he cracks under pressure. And in a system where the manager expects his defenders to be as cool as ice on the ball, I don't think the Sassi is the guy. He just even in most cases not under so much pressure. He's proven to be you can say he makes silly mistakes, primary school mistakes under pressure. He needs a lot of space before that's to operate with you can say with good composure, but with pressure on him, he tends to you can say fluff it all the time. I want to hear from you, Eddie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, but if we're letting Chalobah go, then it has to be one of Chalobah or Disasi. And if Chalobah is leaving, they might just still hold on to Disasi because they don't know how fit.
Honestly, I'd rather Chalobah stay and
Yeah, But
Disasi leave.
but for
I'm sorry, but go
yeah,
ahead.
but for profit and for the book. And anyway, they've said we don't need to sell to balance the books this season. So if they're selling Chalobah or Disasi, definitely it should be based on footballing reasons. It wouldn't be in terms of it wouldn't be for the reasons of making profit or bringing in money to the club, because we don't need it, as if we go by the information that we've had about not being under stress this season. So, but if it's football, I think Chalobah should stay over Disasi. That's for me anyway. But I don't see both of them leaving because they don't know how fit Fofana will stay. So that depends. So they won't let both of them leave, and then we end up with injured players. So that's just the thing.
Yeah, and if you're in the chat, the question I want to ask you is this: what centre back pairing do you still will see predominantly come next season? I think Tosin will be there. The second person is what I've not been able to figure yet. I don't think Fofana starts the season. I think it will take a while before he comes into the team. But let's see. I'm not the manager. We will see. Oh, shocking! Borussia Dortmund manager. Borussia Dortmund confirms a surprise. What's that? I think their manager is leaving.
Yeah.
Wow. Borussia Dortmund confirms surprise departure of manager Edin Terzic. That's shocking, really, after as well as it did for them. All right. Let's see. And John, John B. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. The pattern is already there. We don't need to wait for the third season. We don't know. The owners may well feel the same and say, you know what, to heck with it, just go. If we're buying young players for the future, that's good. But if we are building a good team for younger players to emulate examples, we must go for expensive ones, even if we can buy only one player. Okay, all right. Thank you for that. Okay, let's see what else we have. Yeah, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes that do go along with swap deal. Colwill for delete. He wants to leave Bayern. Ooh, does he really? But the question is, here's where swap deals are easy. Do you think he would want to come to Chelsea? And I'm quite sure there won't be a shortage of clubs interested in signing Delete. And Delete, actually, I know he's a leader. I don't know. I don't know. And Bayern, he hasn't actually played that much.
No, is he right-footed or both? I don't know. Is he?
I think Delete is like right-footed, but he's capable of playing on the left, on the right hand side, even in the back three. He can play central on the right, on the left. He's that versatile, but he hasn't played that much. No. Especially under Thomas Tuchel. Correct me if I'm wrong, he didn't play that much.
Because I mean they've been linked to one other, is it Japanese again? Japanese centre back. I think the deal.
I think they already have an Asian centre back, right?
Yeah, they're linked to. I've forgotten his name. I think he's Asian as well. I don't know.
But they want to sign. What's this guy from Leverkusen centre back?
Ta.
Yeah, Jonathan Ta. They want to sign.
Yeah, they're looking at Ta. Yeah. I don't know. I think they want to let Upamecano leave because he was make too many mistakes last season. To be honest, I don't know if they're letting him go. And then
that is his mistake.
Are they going to keep Eric Dyer? We don't know, because Eric Dyer did well.
I think they extended Dyer's contract, or they were planning to extend it at the time. I think they extended his contract.
All right, so they've been linked to so many centre backs, so we don't know.
They're going to need a few signings. I hope they sign Ian Maatsen. They show interest on Ian Maatsen so we can get good money for him. But I don't see that swap deal happening. Brahim Olise, not yet. Nice to see you. Yes, to see more under pressure. For that's only way X setup. Yep, having 2 extra options lanes to pass to helps a lot. But the Sassi still, he comes across as sloppy on the ball. He's not perfect on the ball. And for me, he's the odd man out. Even Chalobah, for me, is better on the ball than him. In terms of being cool, calm, collected on the ball, I take Trevoh Chalobah over the CC. The CC is just more physical, better aerially, maybe. And you can see he has that bit of that Rudiger attitude in him, and he can lead too. But in terms of playing up from the back, Enzo Maresca's approach demands that you be exceptionally good on the ball, and it's not that guy. The slightest of pressure gets him to make some silly mistakes, and that's where I'm concerned. I think he's the odd man out, but let's look at it. Wesley Fofana, he's excellent on the ball. Badiashile is excellent on the ball. Tosin, excellent on the ball. Who else am I missing? Anybody? Levi Colwill, excellent on the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think he's the odd man out, in my opinion.
And that's a little bit of surprise, because thinking that he came from Monaco. Monaco is known for, you know.
But you can argue the Premier League presents a different level of challenge.
Anyway, that's right.
Yeah, let's see. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. For depth, the CC is good. Can be utilized in different ways. But do you think he sees himself as a star that probably would push to leave? I've decided not to judge any player based on last season, but we not on performance. I think in the Sassy's case is about his ability on the ball and how he performs under pressure. I'm not judging he did well overall. But if we're going by, we have to consider how the new manager likes to approach the game, whether he fits. I think he struggled to fit. But I hope he proves me wrong. Poch was focused on more running and less tactical instructions. Without a Silva and Palmer, it would have been nasty. It's a fresh start for me, for everyone at the club. I have to be honest. Everyone remembers that silly mistake. That's why. No, not once. Not once. There was one. There are a couple. I think one was what happened that day. Actually, I can't remember. He was able to recover and ensure that we didn't concede from that one. Not once. He makes a lot of mistakes, bro. Not just one, but one led to goal. Of course, that one will almost always be the first to come to mind. Maresca is playing nice with the owners attempting to retain Sanchez, Kepa, and Gallagher. Wouldn't be surprised if he kept Lukaku. Let me say this. I get where your opinion is coming from. A lot of people I heard, I did see the report that he wants to give all the goalkeepers a chance, and that includes that particular report specifically mentioned. That includes Kepa Arrizabalaga. That was when I knew that particular report was absolute horse dung. I don't see a word where Chelsea agrees to keep Kepa Arrizabalaga, who has just about a year left on his current contract, and his salary is an issue. Even if Maresca, and some people are saying that Maresca says he likes Sanchez, that's absolute nonsense. If you interview him, I don't see a word where he tells you, we'll be looking for another goalkeeper because Sanchez and Petrovic aren't good enough. That never happens. I don't see even Mourinho would not do that. He will find a way to explain things away and not give you a definite answer whether he wants a new goalkeeper or not, or whether he dislikes the goalkeeper he has. But I don't know. People see that and believe it. That he says he likes Sanchez and that's it. No, he would never tell you he doesn't like Sanchez. I don't know if you have anything to add to that.
I mean, we've said this several times. I've said it before. You don't expect the manager to come out and tell you, I don't like this, get rid of him when you've not started. He's going to say the good things, and he doesn't want to devalue any of the players. If they have it in mind to let Sanchez move on, he's not going to come out and say, yes, we are selling Sanchez. That makes no sense. So that's exactly what I said. We just have to wait and see when the manager... they're going to start July, so we wait and see. More direct information will be coming out from the club rather than us just speculating. So when the manager gives interviews and all, obviously he's not going to come out to be saying anything from his interview. So, but we now see the direction they are going. So that's all I want to say.
Yeah, it just makes sense. But sometimes people usually don't dissect and analyze information they get. It just jump to conclusion. The lead is right-footed and is on 250k, which so it's never going to happen. They already triggered the release clause of the Japanese Colwill deal. Is increased. Tar didn't go through. Okay, the Tar deal fell through. Okay, thank you for that, Eugene. Jonathan Shanks is a pro. Cannot say bad about anyone. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I know it is not, but it's name calling still. But Shanks, much love to you. Yep, tell him, honest. I will be showing respect. Okay, it's up to you, but I don't have to read it anyway. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Let's move on to the next item we have lined up here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Yeah, let's see. 98 likes. There's two more to get it to 100. Let's make it happen, people. And when we get the last item we have lined up here, we'll go to the page of Chelsea Dodgers to see if anything new has emerged. VIX also. This says that Chelsea won £25 million for Trevoh Chalobah, but he's content at Stamford Bridge and will only leave for a club with European football. And we did here last season or last transfer window, or when about a month ago, so to speak, that the club will not force him to leave, and he will only leave if he pushes to leave. I don't know, Eddie, do you have anything to add to that one?
Yeah, I mean, like we said, I mean, things changed since we heard that they're not under pressure to sell this window. I mean, this season. It'll be next season before he kicks in. So things are changing, even on Gallagher as well. It's changing. The tone is changing that they might be keeping him on. So we'll just wait and see what's going to happen.
Yeah. Thank you, Eddie. If you're in the chat, if you have any questions, to drop it there. I'll try to answer it. And if I cannot, I'll pretend I don't see it. But keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Let me see anything else here. Dante is saying don't need it. Yeah, it's up to you. I don't care, but you cannot expect me to read whatever you have there when you name call them. It's that simple, really. Anything new? Would you take Tammy Abraham back for £20 million? Wow, he has experience. And Tammy actually, again, he has a lot more to his game. He's not just your again, stereotypical number 9. For 20 million, I don't know, over Duran. Wow.
How old is Tammy now? How old is Tammy?
Tammy should be around 24, 25, or 26. I don't know. Let me just check to be sure. I think I'll still take Duran over him, in my opinion. Duran has a lot more to his game because he can shoot from outside the box. Let me see what we have here. Tammy Abraham, age. Yeah, 26. He's experienced. But I think the owners will prefer Duran over him. And I'll take Duran over him because he shoots from outside 18. And I don't know Tammy Abraham to shoot. I don't know him to shoot from outside 18. He's more of a in the box striker, a tapping merchant maybe. But I'd say he still has a lot more to his game. But I'll take Duran over him. I don't know, Eddie. Let's hear you.
Yeah, exactly. I'll take Duran over him. I think Duran has more than him, to be honest. That's my take. But Alvarez for me over Duran.
Yeah, Eddie really does love you. You love Alvarez a lot.
I do. I do, to be honest. I really do.
And I can understand, yeah.
Yeah.
I can understand, but I don't see it happening. The Tammy Abraham coming back to Chelsea, I don't see that happening too. We already know that the owners, their preference is to sign Jhon Duran. But rumors are saying that they're also looking at other players that not just Jhon Duran. Tammy Abraham is offered a route back to the Premier League, with Roma expecting beats. Sources in Italy believe that Abraham could be available for around £20 million. And the question I'm asking is this: we have a buyback clause of, they say it was around £80 million or so. So I'm not sure why he's available for £20 million, Eddie.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of the reports again that we said we should not really, believe 100%. But you can see from the season he's had, he's come back from a very bad injury, so they might be thinking maybe it's not this
So
player
that
he used to be.
devalues him.
Yeah, maybe that's devalued him, so it could be. And maybe they're looking to go different direction, So
Yeah, thank you so much for that, AD. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way, and this talks about Leeds pressing. I think we've addressed that particular report. We talked about Chelsea 125 million for Trevoh Chalobah, and yeah, I think we've addressed all these reports. I'm going to check Vic's page to see whether he has anything for us there. Jhon Riken completes the Wigan Athletic switch. A permanent switch. The construct of the contract is what I want to see. If you're in the chat, if you have any questions, drop it. We'll try to address it. If we cannot, if I see a very difficult question, I will pretend that I can't see it. I'm just kidding anyway. But keep dropping the likes on the stream. People, likes do go a long way. Anything? I haven't seen anything new. Let me see if Eddie sent me something and I don't see it. I didn't see it. 3 minutes ago. Yeah, he sent me something. 1 sec here, just give me 1 second. Conor Gallagher on Mauricio Pochettino's Chelsea departure. Of course, like I said, he done much for me. I was sad. Okay, yeah, well, we get it. It's not difficult. Okay, let's see. Conor Gallagher. I am a Chelsea player right now. Like I said, I am thinking about England in the tournament. I don't know. I think Chelsea may well end up losing Conor Gallagher as a free agent, Eddie. I don't know whether the owners. I don't think they can do anything about it, because they're not going to force him to sign a contract. They're also not going to force him to join a club he doesn't want to join, which compounds the situation for the owners. Wow.
But there must be an agreement. They won't want to lose him for free, so an agreement has to be reached this season. I mean, it will be very, very bad if they have to lose him for free, and they won't force him to leave, but there should be a compromise on both sides. If he's asking for too much wage, they have to let him know, we can't give you what you're asking for, and then we have to sell you. So he has to make up his mind. He's been linked so many clubs. Like Aston Villa is linked to him, Tottenham. He's not short of suitors, so he has to
Aston
decide.
Villa.
So he has to decide where to go. If he's not signing a new contract, if he's not ready to stay on their own terms, then they have to let him go this season.
That's serious, really. This is Patrick Bamford. I actually watched something the other day on the coaches of Voice. Okay, the new Chelsea boss who was at Leicester City, explaining why he does the inverted fullback. It's so interesting. The main reason to play a typical 4-3-3 when you attack, your wingers come inside. Okay. Cole Palmer, I joined to play more regular first team football. The more I played, the more I felt like I could step up and influence the result. It was a gamble at the time, but looking back now, it's paid off. Yeah, good decision by him. Anything else from Vic Rankin? He talks about Rankin here, who joined Wigan. Yeah, I think it's Wigan. Yeah, we're gonna Athletic. Anything else to address here on Vic's page? Nothing much. Let's see if you have any questions and you're in the chat, drop it. Otherwise, we'll be running off soon. We've been streaming for 2 hours and 18 minutes. Not bad. And we have 101 likes. But if you haven't, please take a second, drop a like on the stream. The likes do go a long way. Let's see anything else here. Tommy probably walks into this thing. Yeah, maybe. You never know. Your opinion too. Sign so many inexperienced players who else. Okay, that's the case. I get what you're saying. Clear Lake and Blue Co. Yeah, they did that. They're rebuilding, not destroying. Yeah, in everybody's in everybody's opinion. Is Eddie, I don't know. You have anything else you want us to talk about? I'm not seeing anything here. Let me see. Nothing new has emerged. I'm gonna go to Blueco's main page. I've done that.
Yeah, but what do you think, Coach? If we don't sign and if we don't get Olise, what do you think happens?
I think we'll still be fine. I think we'll still be fine, and we can just bring back and Angelo Gabriel. I think he'll do well in that position. And even this kid, I think people are writing of what's his name? What's the Portuguese young that joined us as a free agent? I think that guy is good, and he's been playing with the youth team, scoring goals, making assists, and leading. Actually, why can I not remember his name? Um, he's left-footed, but he likes to play on the right. Kimmich is on the market. Do I think Chelsea would want to sign him? No. And would he want to come to Chelsea? No. I think his salary will be an issue. Yes, there's a process plan in place of a future to set up for sustained success. Dominance not overnight. It takes time. Diego Morella, yep, that's a good player in there. Who knows? The new manager comes in and gives him an opportunity. Yep, he's been doing well with the academy. His loan, he went out to loan and that didn't really work out. I think that's an excellent player there. Well, let's see what the club does with him. Olise is going to happen. Again, I can feel it in my. Yeah, I think Olise will happen. How soon? I don't know. If you're in the chat, if you have any questions, drop it in again. Otherwise, we'll be rounding up in a few minutes. I'm gonna wait while I search to see if anything new has emerged. But if you have questions, drop it in the chat. We'll try to address it. Oh, Flick wants Kimmich at Barcelona. It makes sense. It makes sense. He likes him. Yeah, so I think they will try to get it for him. Will he be leaving as a free agent? Because the Barca's biggest problem would be if it's not a free agent. Will he be a free agent? With Joshua Kimmich?
If he's not a free agent, then I think he has maybe a year left on his contract.
Very little left.
I think he has very little left, maybe a year or so left on his contract. So it could be.
Because I know Bayern. What's his name? Barcelona. They don't have a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me check Joshua Kimmich contract.
Oh, he's 29.
Where do I see? I want to see his contract. Oh, he has 1 year left, Dante says. Okay. 40 to 50 million. That's still a lot of money for Bayern. Ooh. That's a lot of money for Bayern. Anything else you want to talk about, or should we call it a day?
No, don't have anything to say again.
And thank you so much for finding the time to join us or join me on the panel. I appreciate that, Eddie. I cannot thank you enough. And hopefully one day we'll get to meet one-on-one to celebrate the friendship and brotherhood. I appreciate you so much. And with that, I want to say thank you to all of you in the chat at CFC, Dante, Shanks, Eddie, more importantly, Noski, for the excellent contributions in the chat. And we also have, thank you to you. Who else was in the chat there? And Ikigbe Eugene, thank you so much. All of you, and Bobby, who also was on the panel. Philip Banks, and if I miss your name, Markin Neum was also here. If I miss your name, apologies, I'm only human. See you guys next time. God bless us all, and cheers.
Ice in my veins. veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. Man, I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. I've been driving this train, years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. Man, I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. Man, I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. I've been driving this train, years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. Man, I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space.